Let's get it. Error. Let's go Frenchie. Jacksonville.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Jaguars.
Well, Larry, we'll have to go a long way to match the excitement from Houston last year, but this crowd is ready to give it a shot as we welcome you into our EA Sports telecast of Super Bowl 52 from Minneapolis. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. The eyes of the world upon us tonight as Super Bowl 52 from Minneapolis is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Jameis on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script. If they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Oh, twisting away. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. On 1st down, Smith under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Fournette on the counter, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Now it's Smith. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Fournette, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Smith, and down he goes. A Buccaneers sack. Gerald McCoy breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw, Smith. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And that'll set them back 5. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dante Fowler in to drop him behind the line, and that's a loss of a yard. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Second down, Winston. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. It may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now Winston. Evans has it left side. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 3rd down, Winston. He's got Evans. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will. Again, they'll run with Ingram.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll look to run with Ingram, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second down, Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's Smith. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. On 2nd down, here's Smith. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Gerald McCoy in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Smith. Gerald McCoy in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Super Bowl 52 after this. Here's Brad Nordman now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He'll take it at the 42. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They toss to Ingram. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the gun, Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ingram. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll run here with Ingram. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Second down following the run. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And Smith saw something he didn't like. He's going to take a timeout, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
You trash.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. Looking long for Westbrook. And it's knocked away and incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On third down, it's Grant. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So these two teams will head back to their respective locker rooms here in Super Bowl 52 from Minnesota. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that
Aimed
deficit.
it past your bedtime, bro, laughing.
Job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. No yardage to be found.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
And then I need to go to bed, but hopefully it gets cancelled again.
To Lewis. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Nice idea, nice
it's
concept
0 degrees here, LOL.
Formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath. Put it in his
Holy
hands,
shit,
let him get a
lock.
few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the
LOL.
drag route.
Fuck that.
Smith on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'm pissed I lost.
Fresh set of downs here.
At least you made the playoffs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup
You're
there.
just
It'll
to
bring
get
up a
destroyed.
2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
I was 1 seed and got shit on.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Throwing is Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Well, bright side is I got the number 1 pick. You lost to a good loser.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the
Here
entire
comes
ball game.
Frenchie.
Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
By the way, boys, in looking to trade Dion Lewis.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll pick up
I
only
got
a
Coleman,
yard
I'm
there, and
good.
it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half.
Think
They've
of
got to
the
find a
rookie
way
of
to
the
get
year,
him
I'm
going. He's a
good.
big part of their
Why?
offense.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and
Lewis
7.
got MVP, LOL.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
I got my reasons.
Robinson from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
Can't believe he got MVP and didn't get Pro Bowl. And what you want
So
for
they're going
him?
to go for 2.
FR. Lol, okay.
Here's
I
Smith.
really got 2 damn running backs, I am good. That's BS.
Picked up by Levante David.
I run a 2-back set, what you want for him?
His guys will get the football back. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away.
Bryce, I need one those WR.
This is fielded a couple
2500 yards and 30 TDS.
he'll
And he's
make it
still no
across the
Pro
20,
Bowl.
as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
It
you
has
don't go
failed.
away from what you did before.
So I
because
am
that
the
worked,
skins.
But you have to be prepared
I'll
for
take
wrinkles and
Q3 of your
counters
hands.
because you know they'll make some adjustments.
But he won't trade them anyway. Off up.
Winston now to throw on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success
What
in the
a
passing
lameo.
game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right.
That's tempting,
Almost
Bodie,
looking
but
for a
I'm gonna
bailout,
hold on
isn't
to
he?
Luke for
Can
another
my
year
receiver
since
go
I'm
up and make a
trading
big
Cam.
play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference
Too
call
much
or
of a
get
cap
that
hit at
yardage
once.
downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Understandable.
There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin.
I love Luke.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Damn man, Winston just missed.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Bodie, you want Jordan Reed laughing. I was gonna trade Brady, but his penalty is 2-1-0. Come at me the next offseason, Bodie. Hey Kale. Nah, I'll pass, I got Gronk. He's got Gronk, Kale. I'll take Reed.
Every time he looks up,
God do my
somebody's
back.
there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Second down, 8.
We can always work out a trade for Reed. What is wrong with two booties?
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by his former FSU teammate Jalen Ramsey.
Reed and Gronk go to tight end sets will be disgusting.
To the 49.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
I know, still considering and waiting to hear from Chargers. Fuck.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
I'll give you picks for Reed. You bastard. No picks. Back off, Zach. I do want a big WR though. Oh yeah, by the way boys, the number 1 pick is on the block. Considering trading Edelman.
That he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Final minute now of the third quarter. Here's Smith now on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Gerald McCoy bringing the pressure again, and that is his
Bodie,
third
if you
sack here
serious, get
tonight.
at me.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Laughing.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and 16. From the gun, here's Smith. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone.
I am serious, I have these small WR and I want a big target.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderate.
To be honest, only people in not trading is Butler and Gilmore.
And close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head.
What you want for Hideout?
again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So he loses 3
Oh shit, I forgot
yards
I had
there.
him.
Now 3rd down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
He got hurt like week 2 for whole season.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
I might trade him too. I have Derek Rivers and has a rookie but a monster.
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
I'll give you a 1st rounder.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Jameis to throw it. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st.
What you want for Mac?
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Oh no.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Mac's not touchable.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Hideout in a 1st rounder.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll
Give
be
you the
Jaguar
number 1 and
football as
number
they
2
take
pick for
over
Mac.
deep in their own territory.
You guys crazy. Fuck off, Zach. Hey ha ha
And
ha.
they'll send the slot in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Gerald McCoy in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. A handoff to Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Who won Detroit?
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 57 yards. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
BS.
Now a play fake.
Should I LL give you this, Zach Brown, and my first per match? Johnson had more picks too.
Down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kendall Beckwith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners.
Me and Zach just agreed to trade Mac. Damn.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
Okay.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Damn Asher.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
With the season you had, Ryan, you could use some picks, LOL.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Second down, Winston. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just under 2 minutes remain in Super Bowl 52 from Minneapolis. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. And now a 1st down following that long gain. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
You big Mac or little Mac.
Fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. No dice this go around. He's hit
I
behind
really
the line
won't trying to get Mac in okay with Rivers of Hideout.
So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
At least I didn't get smacked in the playoffs after going 1-5-1. When you guys trading it though?
Down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
You guys didn't make the playoffs.
Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one will go down as 33
So stop
yards
talking
on the third down
LOL.
conversion. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They run. It's
Why does it matter when we are trading?
And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. We've had some wild Super Bowl finishes recently. 49 in Arizona, 51 in Houston. Now this one. Shift together here
That
from the
little boy
D-line.
just told you to stop talking laughing. Oh God, I am dead. Never
This is
mind.
Ingram, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Where's the little boy at? I wanna
Bucks on
meet him.
third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Time for this one final
We would
knee
have to
put
do
a
it on
bow
draft
this
debut.
title bout. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season.
If you re not a little boy that de sound re dowly rapey. But
And
it
when
as
this
you.
moment comes,
Don't
I think
you get
look
one
back
trade
at all
on
the
draft
blood,
day,
sweat,
though?
and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy.
Now it's
They didn't have
unlimited
their share
now
of
to my
bumps
knowledge.
along the way. Didn't
Trades
have to face
open
some
next
adversity
season.
in the journey.
Oh.
And now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all
I died 1-5 was little. No, it's one trade. No.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a
Then
wonderful
y'all
job.
can trade
Thanks
on
to my
draft
broadcast
day.
partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season.
Well,
right here
now you know
on EA
something you
Sports.
didn't. There you go. Cause he isn't Zach trading can? Good shit, Asher.